Do you recall at the Congress? I don't know. You showed up there late, but in the beginning of that yeshivat haverim that lasted 5-6 hours in Arava, yes, it was very interesting. Usually it lasts an hour or maximum two. Well, maximum two. And here, even those who hardly could overcome their weaknesses, they were inside throughout all 5 hours, jumping, running, and there was an atmosphere if something else governed over what was going on. What was happening at that moment? How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to know? You tell me. Entered some kind of state of euphoria, had few drinks, jumped around the bonfire. How am I supposed to know what was going on? You explain to me. It felt like everyone was sort of supporting the other. Could it be that it was just a psychological thing? In fact, it wasn't. It didn't look like. Because 5 hours, we would have probably continued. So it felt like you could simply continuously be in that state all that time, all the time. And you're probably longing that state a little bit now. No. It's all got forgotten. But I mean, as a fact, as a paradox, that it was a non-stop. Any event cannot last 5-6 hours. Always a person needs a break, to rest, to change his environment, and it was completely different. People could remain in that state forever. That's right. I agree. Because we began to live in a different state. All together, in one commonality, in each other. And that state is the next state of the humanity. Yes, we are gradually entering it. At times we sense it more, at times less. We try to organize such events which would help us get these sensations, to pause in those states, be in it as much as possible. I hope that we permanently will arrive to such state in the nearest future, meaning we will exist in such state all the time, all of us in the entire world. First, our group, which actively involved in it and which moves toward it. Inside of that state, they must get a feeling of the force that nourishes and holds the whole world, the main force of the nature, the only fundamental, you can call it the creator. So, and then after discovering that force, we'll be able to communicate to the world, to show more or less realistic possibility of existence on another level, to which state the nature pushes us toward what it forces us, which appears to be its goal of our evolvement, and to what, willingly or not, we must arrive. Along with that, though, it felt that, when you make analysis, whether you're inside or not of that process, yes, of course. So it's not that you are just simply entering the state of affection and raving it. Instead, it was, no, it's not euphoria. I just said it as a joke. It's not a euphoria, it's a very serious state, which you will feel like your real life. And the rest, what's below it, is simply, it'll be somewhere underneath, hanging. It'll be very insignificant. Yes, that's how it's going to be. And that state will determine the entire content of our lives, relationships between us, to everything, the science, art, education, nurturing, family relationships, absolutely everything. We're going to live on that level. What's also interesting is that you are in fear of getting rejections to that state, meaning you know your nature, that you can quickly run away somewhere, hide behind a corner, lay low for some time, and you analyze yourself all the time so that this kind of state would not take over you, that you wouldn't want to run away from it. Yes, it's good, but here you're always capable of entering it and controlling it all the time, because you stay under influence of mass of people which help you. On one side, they're not enslaving you. You can always exit, and you have such mature and serious internal analyzation, continuous analyzation. And on the other hand, you can always enter the state of mutual bestowal, sensation of mutual support. Then we will reach the state of love. You always can enter it. Yes, meaning you're completely free. And that continuous sensation of freedom to be on the edge of entering and exiting, this on and off kind of condition, when you can exit and enter again and discover new sensations, and then exit again and enter again, it gives a person ability to always to renew his impressions. You and your teacher, did you have those moments when you also were in a similar condition? Don't be smart. I'm not going to talk about it. I'll say yes and that's it. But I won't say anything more than that. You want it? No, I won't. But no. It's not possible. I had different relationships with him. Here, I was guiding you to the right direction throughout years, maybe, to come to such state. You learn gradually. You are in such mutual relationships between yourself and so on, and among yourself. You achieve it as equal. With him, I had different relationships, like apprentice and a teacher. It's when, by annulling myself, I let him grab me, so-called, by the neck like a kitten, and include into him, into his big kli, into his sensation. It's a little different, but it's not important. We must advance as we are advancing.